What's up? What's going on? Hi to read. Got our review for Gunsmith 251 Next to Die by J.R. Roberts. No? Can you tell what this book is about? Nope, you really can't by the cover, so I'm here to tell you all about it. This is my first Gunsmith read, and I'm definitely going to be reading more of these. This was a lot of fun, and they're so quick. I wish I had put more on for the monthly TBR, to be honest. I might cheat and move some stuff around just so I can get another one of these in. Uh, but yeah, if you haven't heard of Gunsmith, it's a series written by what's the man's name? Robert. Oh, one second. Robert J. Randisi, who unfortunately just passed away. Seems like over the weekend, and uh, he wrote over 500 westerns. Wrote many, many, many of this Gunsmith series, over 450 of them, and they're all by him. They're not just using his name. So, and if this sounds like a something you want to read, but maybe elements of this you're not interested in, go check out the books written under his actual name, and I believe that they'll be similar, but with less of these themes, I imagine. So let's jump right into it. Gunsmith 251. The the main character, Clint Adams, he is traveling up north into Pennsylvania, and it's the middle of winter. He's kind of just, uh, yeah, just on the roam, wandering around, and he has some friends up that way that he's considering visiting, but he gets kind of caught up in this cold snap, and it's been snowing for a long time, and he finds himself in the middle of a shootout between uh, a group of vigilantes and one man trying to kill kill them off one by one. Uh, once the smoke settles, he has a bit of a run in. He has to convince this group of vigilantes that he's not with the bad guy, and after doing so, they kind of inform him of what's going on, and the main villain in the story, he was once with this group of vigilantes, and they were more like a bandit group, and they would travel around and kind of help each other do various kind of small crimes, sometimes involving up to murder, but mostly just like kind of highway robbery and yeah, just like kind of petty crimes mostly. And they would all help each other out doing this kind of stuff. But they eventually discover that one of their own is into something a little bit different. He's a serial killer, and they find out that he's like dismembering um, corpses, and they stumble on one of these scenes of his work basically, and he calls it like a master work of art or something crazy like this, and they realize that this guy's completely far gone, and so I think they tell him to just like leave, and if they see him again they're going to kill him, and he doesn't take too kindly to this, and what he does is he starts killing off members of this bandit caravan one by one, and so this group of you know what was once outlaws has to, in order to save themselves, and then they realize that they kind of created this monster that they have to, it's their responsibility to make sure that he's not he's not like loose just doing whatever he wants, and this guy is very uh, yeah, he's very good at killing, and he always has a drop on these guys, and he has a very single focus, and later in the book you find out how he's able to sneak in and out of these situations so seemingly easily. But yeah, beyond that, there's some very lewd parts of these books, which is the selling point. They're adult westerns, um, They're certainly not romance. I wouldn't call them romance by any means. There's like some flirtatious periods in the book that lead up to these more erotic chapters, but uh, yeah, those parts of the book are definitely I don't know how to call it. They're segregated from the rest of the book, so you're not getting like a buildup of romance into the action, and like the two don't really mix too much. You have lots of action, and then um, maybe a short scene where there's like a bit of flirting going on, and then right into the erotic scenes, which are absolutely filthy. I'm just going to be completely upfront and honest with you. Um, yeah, it is or it isn't your thing. To be honest, really I'm not into very graphic kind of media, but for whatever reason, um, well, I like gore and horror and stuff, but I'm not into, if you get what I'm saying. I don't watch that kind of stuff, but for some reason reading it doesn't bother me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old, turning into an old dirty man. It's quite possible, but um, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was surprised. I've been avoiding these adult westerns. I think, to be honest, I hate to admit it, I kind of read it just, um, yeah, just to be kind of silly, maybe. But no, I unironically enjoy it. And the writing, I was really surprised by the writing. So I'll be reading other adult westerns, but I'm definitely going to be sticking with this author. Like I said, the writing was really good. Yeah, fast. He writes very fast. Yeah, it's very unapologetic. There's lots of gore, which you don't. I haven't gotten to see too much of in westerns. Like sometimes the westerns will have violence in them, but very rarely are they gory. Um, and the action scenes go on for pages and pages. It's not like just quick shootouts and then it's over. It's a lot of action, and from the opening scene to the end scene is all action. Like it says on the cover of these books, it says the all action Western series, which I think is a lot better description than calling these adult westerns. But all action Western is definitely an appropriate description of these books. So yeah, be on the lookout for more Gunsmith reviews. I'm definitely be reading more by this author. He has a couple different pen names, and like I said, unfortunately, he just passed. So if there's an author out there that you really enjoy their work, maybe reach out to them. You know, if they're not super well known, maybe they'll talk back to you, and uh, because definitely I would have liked to ask this guy a couple questions, but it is what it is. We only have so much time here, so until next time, find somewhere to hide, find something to read. Peace.